So I'm going to be showing you how to manage somebody's booking and deal with deposits as a box office user on Festival Pro. So if we take a look at the ticketing page settings, when you're setting the price of your tickets, you'll see under cost options that there's the option for a deposit price. This means that the customer will only pay this deposit now, and then at a later date, they'll have to log into their account to finish paying the remainder of the booking. This won't generate any tickets until they finish paying that remainder. If you had a deadline to finish these payments, at any point, you could choose to turn off the deposits so that the deposit payment is no longer available. This can be done by clicking on Settings, Payment Options, and then Deposit Payments Enabled, set to No, and if you press Save, all deposit payments will no longer be able to complete their booking. So here's an example of what your customers will see when they log in. They can see what they've paid, outstanding amounts, and then they'll be given the option to pay with Stripe or view an invoice. So when you're looking at your customers' tickets, sometimes people might request to add more tickets onto their booking. This can be done really easily by clicking Edit next to somebody's booking. This will bring you back to the ticketing page, and from here, you can add additional tickets onto that person's booking. Now, when these tickets have been added to somebody's booking, that will then become a deposit on somebody's booking page. They'll have to log in and pay for those extra tickets at a later date. You can see here now that those additional tickets have been added on to this person's profile. If you wanted to change any of the personal details in a booking, you could do that quite easily just by clicking View, clicking on that person's name, and then you can edit their personal details here. And lastly, if you wanted to change your deposit settings so that your customers have the choice to either pay in full or pay in partial installments, then you can do that as a config user. If you go to the configuration settings and then click on Invoice, at the bottom of the page, you'll see the option Payment Type. You can select this to partial, which will then allow people to pay in partial amounts as opposed to the full amount after the deposit.